Everything you've said so far has been recorded, and you're going to be under arrest. Do you want to start it off with a beatbox? I know you've been working on it since last time.
Like since this morning, or since this afternoon, like
Yeah.
just now. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what, like the inside the club,
Sure.
outside the club?
What's the name of our podcast?
100-pound podcast.
100 pound. We lost weight.
40.
It's only the 100 pound podcast now.
Oh,
Y'all. Welcome back.
so aggressive.
Episode
9?
9. Let's say 9 because there's a hidden episode. If you look right now on YouTube, it won't be there, but maybe it will by the time I post this. So we can legitimately call this episode 9. Niner? Episode 9. Brought to you by Food Club Pickles. The best in the business. In weird accents.
No, I think this is 9, isn't it?
This is episode 9 of the 1,000 pound podcast.
We've made it through 9 episodes
Yeah.
in what, a year?
Made it through. Yeah.
Year and a quarter?
Yeah, year and a quarter.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. Some people don't make 9 episodes of anything.
Ever. Yeah. They're called losers.
Yeah, and that is not us
No,
here
no.
at the 1,000 Pound Podcast. We've been drinking again.
Yep. Classic Paul and Jared.
Wisconsin does that to you. It's winter, but it wasn't winter like a week ago. It was like 75 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just talking about you going out to Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, the radio personality keeps on wanting to come out.
As long as you don't do Casey Kasem.
Who's that? Just kidding.
I don't know if I could
R.I.P.
I don't know if I could do Casey. No, I can't. I don't think I'm gonna attempt it.
That sounded like a Bill Hader
Yeah.
impression, whatever you were going to do there.
It's
It's all right, though.
Yeah, no.
Can we talk about Arizona?
Yeah,
I know
we
you were
could.
out there
Yeah, we could.
for
Yeah.
government work, but
Yeah. Yeah.
that was fun. Did you do some swimming?
I did swimming. I did some swimming in a pool. It was.
Are you able to swim all sorts of strokes?
Yeah, I can swim. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Like I won't drown if I go in a deep pool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a deep
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the pool was 3 feet to 10 feet.
Damn.
No diving board, but I made do. I did lots of cannonballs.
How many? How many's lots?
well-
level with me.
Probably 3
Oh my god.
to sober up every time. Every
yeah?
time I needed to sober up, I did a cannonball in the cold pool. Because believe it or not, 80 degrees in Arizona, and the pool's so cold from the morning before. It's it's a little.
What was the temp in Arizona?
Well, the highs were like 80, but it didn't reach 80 obviously till like 2 in the afternoon. But
You were hungover a lot.
every day, I drank every day, and then every day that I drank, the day after it, I had to wait a little bit later in the day to drink again. So the first day, when I got there at 6:30 in the morning, I started drinking at 7:30, and then the next day, I had to wait till noon to start drinking. Then the next day, I had to wait till like 3 to start drinking. And then the last day I was there, I had to wait till 5:30 to start drinking because I drink gallons of alcohol, and it was not healthy. So,
But I'm no doctor.
nope,
And neither are you.
no, but
It would be great if someday doctors are like, actually, we've been looking at this all wrong. Drinking heavily is actually super healthy for you.
it is because like my grandma still drinks, and she's like 92, and she's like she lives on her own, and she's like fucking.
What?
Yeah.
92?
Yeah. She fucking just still parties. She drinks still. Her brandy
What else does she do though? Like puzzles and stuff, and watches Matlock. So like if we start living other ways like 92-year-old women, we can also drink then.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if she's also just watching like soap operas during the day,
I don't know if she is or not. I know she watches a lot of news because she's very political. So
At 92.
yeah, oh yeah, she don't like that. One side.
Which side is it?
She don't like the blues.
Oh, yeah. Not a lot of people do.
No.
In fact, it would probably be pretty safe to say that anybody listening to our podcast
All 14 of you.
Yeah. All 14 viewers are probably red.
Except for Chris. He's neutral.
Yeah, I believe it.
Fuck Chris.
Hey, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't let this
Apple juice fool you.
this bourbon fool you. I've been drinking a White Claw that I'm hiding back here.
White Claw.
Just trying to get rid of Paul's booze for
You
him.
see, they... hey. White Claw has their own vodka now. Or maybe not now. For me, it was news. I don't know if it's...
I never even heard of it, no.
Yeah, there's White Claw vodka now.
Really?
I think what they did was they made a disgusting sparkling water thing like that, booze thing.
Yeah.
Got super popular. Somehow they did something to get so famous.
Yeah,
Right?
bitches love that shit. I mean, I'll drink it once in a great while, but...
And I don't know. I think what they did was they took their stance that they made in like the marketplace with that, and then they're like, "Okay, let's make real vodka now."
Yeah.
And it probably does okay. I haven't tried it.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, just
Where?
today actually. Piggly Wiggly, Piggly Wiggly on Highway 60.
Them fuckers are everywhere
Fox
already,
Bros.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still need to get your uncle's. Have you worked on that at all?
Where?
Your uncle's the 45th.
Oh,
parallel.
no, I haven't, no.
Well, because you're supposed to be getting on that.
You're right. You're right. I think he was in
Help
a
us
coma.
pickle our livers. Huh?
What?
What'd you say?
He was in a coma
Oh,
this winter, I think.
oh.
Yeah,
Well,
he
we
was
should
riding
probably
his
deal with that
bike.
first.
He was riding his bike, and he like fell off his bike, and he's been in a coma. I don't know if he's still
Motorcycle?
Is. No, like a
pedal bike?
bicycle. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't reached out. That's just what it comes down to.
Well, I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, me too. I haven't heard much, but I would if he would have passed or anything, I would have heard about it. But I don't get into people's lives like that. I just stay out
People's
of it.
lives? You mean your family?
Yeah, I don't.
I don't like to dabble in other strangers' business.
I stay out of their business. It's none of mine.
None of my business.
If they
My
wanted to-
immediate family's none of my business.
If they wanted me to,
Hey, if my immediate family's having an issue, it's none of my business.
yeah, if they want me to be in it, they'll bring me into it. But until then, I'm on the sideline drinking White Claws and bourbon.
I wish him the best, and I hope he's doing fine.
Yeah, me too.
But
Because he could be a potential.
sponsor, and or he could even will you the place. You'd be like Charlie from Willy Wonka.
No, he won't. He's got kids that run it.
Oh,
So
just
it's
really raining on my vodka
I
parade
yeah,
here.
yeah. Maybe we'll have a chance with White Claw vodka.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but we could get to know him.
Are you my uncle? He's just asking all the vodka distillers.
Are you my daddy?
Deep Eddie.
No,
Deep
kids.
Eddie, are you my uncle?
What's that? Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
What's that?
You never saw a movie?
Movie.
Yeah. Don't be it's a spoof of don't be a menace to society.
Wasn't it just Menace to Society?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they made a spoof with the Wayans brothers called "Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood." You never saw that movie?
Yeah, I did. I remember it. Kind of.
In
It was a long time
in the
ago.
movie, there's this chick that has like 13 kids or whatever, and one of the Wayans brothers tries to start seeing this chick, and he's like, meets all the kids, and she's like, no, kids, what do you say to the nice man? And they all go, are you my daddy? And it was like Asian kids and all these races.
That is a white baby. You ever see that Cat Williams thing?
No,
I don't know what that's from.
no.
What else? What else?
Me and you, we see a lot of different things.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We see a lot of different things.
Thank God. That's how we keep this shit running.
Yeah. To have so many fun and exciting things to talk about every time.
Yeah. So we were struggling on what we could possibly talk about on this podcast this time.
We got the damn Chinese.
Yeah. The damn Chinamen.
There's actually that is a huge thing. Like,
is it no?
Well, you've heard about all the people crossing the border.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them are Chinese.
Yeah. That's
or
like,
Asian descent.
You know, whatever, right? Like, I mean, people. I'm not about to take a position really on that. I don't think that our border should just be wide open and let anybody come in at all times with no system in place. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely have a system in place for that.
Right.
But man, when you start hearing like if any of the shit's even half true, what like you hear about, like, it's not just like people from Mexico. There's people coming from all other countries. Like, there's like Russian people coming here, Chinese people, and then they say that they're like military age men.
You think they're flying?
And there's no families. It's not like, I mean, there are families, but I'm saying like mostly the people that are coming through are like military age men.
You think they're flying into Mexico and then coming up?
Yeah. Dude, I've heard stories that people are like they're doing that because they're also getting money, like when they come in. Like, they're getting like debit cards with money.
I don't know.
On it, and then they're finding out like they can do it again. Like, if they get like smuggled back into Mexico, then they just come back because like there's no system. So like, with all due respect, Jose could come up, right?
Yeah.
Go through the non-system that's here, get a debit card, you know.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know, find another way to travel back down in Mexico, and like a week later come up as Hose B.
How? How?
I'm sure Indians come up too.
like what kind of Indians?
All kinds, I'm sure.
Like
the borders, yeah.
Like the one on the dot?
7-Eleven or in casino.
Or casino, yeah.
Is that racially okay to say?
Just
it's not really racist to say that.
I'm just worrying how they get in here.
I just want to know how you guys get in here.
How?
Oh. No, but that part's crazy. Like, could you imagine, right? Like, we're just making this amazing podcast, the 1,000-Pound Podcast, episode 9. We're just sitting here shooting the breeze about it, right? Just a couple of dudes talking about the craziness that we're hearing about happening at our border.
Yeah.
And then in like a few months from now, we're literally being taken over by China. You know what I mean? Like, they're at our door now.
Well,
because we're letting them in, and like they're just all over. And it wouldn't take a lot.
No.
Aggressive military Chinese dudes ready to like be like, okay, let's take over the United States.
Yeah.
We're already here, so let's just do that.
Oh, and then the fucking motherfuckers would let it happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Because we would all be like, this isn't really happening, right?
Yeah.
Because like, everybody would be like, well, this isn't like, they're not like taking over, right? Like, this is just like a protest or something.
Why are they outside?
But it's not.
Outside of my house in this block.
Right.
Trying to get into my house.
Like, people won't get it. Like, if it does happen, people aren't going to understand that it's real until they're like getting dragged out and like shot in the head.
Okay, so that's like, is this what the zombie apocalypse is? Is this what they really mean?
Maybe.
Like, this is when you should start shooting people?
Well, as a full disclaimer, I'm not sure we should say that. Certainly the 1,000-Pound Podcast wouldn't condone any such actions, but like, it's not, I don't think it's entirely out of the realm of possibilities that we might be there at some point.
Yeah.
Soon. Like, I mean, the state of affairs in the United States is by far crazier than it's ever been in our lifetimes, and we're 40.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like, there's been crazy shit that's happened, but like, things are crazy right now. And come November, it's going to be even crazier, because I don't think, as much as I want a certain person to win and have everything happen properly come November, I'm not sure things are great no matter what happens.
No.
You know what I mean? Because it ain't going to be that easy.
I think
it's not just going to be like everybody's like, okay, well, that's done and over with. Let's get back to let's get back to normal. Not.
It's going to take some time, but like, what's been undone, I feel can't be like too bad.
No.
to
I think under
undo
regular
again.
circumstances, right? Like if you think,
like the pipeline.
if there's things that have happened here, like if it's really not as far gone as people think it is and how it looks,
Yeah.
you know, like
I just want my fucking fuel below $2.
yeah, that's it. That's all you want.
Well, no, you know why? Because fuel runs this whole fucking country, and if fuel goes down, then we don't have to pay so much for
Fuel.
no, no, yeah, that too. But I'm saying our goods.
Yeah.
Like my fucking granted, I shouldn't be buying jalapeno fucking Lays over there at $6.
They were on sale. It was
you know what
2
I'm
for 1 or
saying?
something like that.
Well, that's another thing we need to talk about. This
Coupons.
is bullshit.
Yeah.
Not coupons.
Make me think I got a fucking deal. All you do
Yeah.
is mark it up.
No,
I'm paying double anyway.
this is a whole different thing. So, anyways,
Sorry, same side.
but yeah, like same side, bro. Same
you know what really pisses me off?
Piss me. All right. No, no, but petrol runs this fucking the world,
Yeah.
and if our petrol is up, then everything else is gonna be up. Mm-hmm. But like back to like the chip thing, this is what pissed me off. I was in Arizona, and we went. It was like 6 of us we were shopping for food, and one of us wanted some chips. Well, the chips were $6 a bag, and then it said, but if you buy 4, you get 4 for $12, so you're at $3 a bag.
Yeah. But you're like, I don't need 4 bags of chips.
Why can't you just sell me a bag of chips at $3
Right.
instead of making us buy 4 of them cocksuckers? And it was the same thing with the soda.
Yeah.
We were buying Diet Pepsi, and they had a 12-pack, but it had 3 extra, so it was a 15-pack. It said 3 free, or whatever. You pay
Yeah.
nothing's for free. It's bullshit.
Right.
But it was like I want to say it was like if you bought 1, it was like $9 for a 6-pack or a 12-pack. But if you bought 2, it was like $12
Yeah.
for 2. It's like, why can't you just sell us?
Right.
Why do these outrageous things?
I love that too. Like 4 bags. Like you shouldn't have 4 fucking bags of chips.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a full family with like kids and everything.
oh,
like
no doubt.
There shouldn't be 4 bags of chips and you're covered
And then-
regularly.
And then at that point,
I shouldn't have a bag of chips.
No.
So if I'm just buying them for like myself or like down here,
Yeah.
right? Like I shouldn't even really be eating. I shouldn't even really be eating a bag of chips, and yet it's like incentivized to buy 4 fucking bags of chips.
Yeah.
That's because, man, they want us to be sick. They want us to be sick all the time. They just want us to be sick because they can control us when we're sick.
Yeah.
We're sucking off their teeth and getting sick off the milk.
Whatever the situation is, it's just bullshit because
It really is. You're right. And you know what else, too? Like the variety.
Single guys like me who fucking live by themselves and feed themselves.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I going to do with 4 bags of chips?
Or 4 fucking cases of soda.
Yeah. Exactly.
So they want you to get sick.
It's just bullshit.
It's cheaper to fucking swine out.
Yeah.
You could go you'll go home, you'll actually feel good about it. You're like, I saved a bunch of money.
Yeah.
I got a fucking dumpster full of food today. I saved money though. Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. It's like they make it so you can't, like, especially being a single person, you can't afford to live on a regular wage.
Yeah.
Like me, it's not like, if I was making 6 figures, I'd still be bitching, but I'd be like, whatever. I got, I make that extra money, big deal. But, I got 2 kids.
2.
2.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Gunther and Jack.
Ah, yes.
It's $90 a month for their food.
90?
90, yeah. Which isn't bad.
No. What's that? That's just a lot of McChickens, huh? From McDonald's.
Yeah. No, the McDonald's shareable for their birthday.
I don't know if we ever talked about it on this podcast, but like the other thing I learned too is that like America's one of the, well, maybe not the few, but like one thing that we do here too
Are we
is
even
like
proud anymore?
this fake variety. You know what I mean? Like what you just, even just like sodas and chips, like we're like the only country I think that does the whole like we have like 400 different styles of chips.
Yeah, the whole
and then a lot of them are the same with a different fucking name.
just a different-
We have
yeah.
Lay's and J's. Like that's like
Yeah.
the most generic. Like,
Yeah, you
like
could-
well,
yeah.
let's make chips that are exactly like it, so we can get sour cream and onion Lay's chips.
but J's are
Or-
50 cents less.
Yeah, or that, or like the one that we've been dealing with lately. Speaking of sodas, is 7-Up or Sprite. Where do you land if you had to choose between?
Sprite.
See, I'm a 7-Up guy, and not just because it's cheaper. At Piggly Wiggly anyway, 7-Up is cheaper than Sprite.
Yeah.
But I also give props to 7-Up because they were the OG lemon lime soda.
That's true.
So I like them more. But also taste wise, I actually prefer 7-Up. But I'm learning this like within the last couple of weeks about myself.
Is it bad when you base your soda preferences off of booze?
No, but that's kind of where I'm going with it. Like
Because
mixing
like,
it with bourbon or like an old fashioned.
if I had to choose it for a mixer, it'd be 7-Up all day.
yeah, but to just drink it. But
Yeah.
I rarely do you even like I don't drink soda on its own very often.
No, I don't actually. You're right.
You know that too because like not down here today, but like usually the only soda that I have around is a white like lemon lime soda
Yeah.
because it's for that.
Yeah.
It's to mix with something.
If I go to like Arby's or something, I'll
Then
get
you'll get it?
I'll get like a Diet Dr Pepper with it.
You know what really pisses me off?
'Cause I'm not- first
those
of all-
soda machines with all the fucking flavors in one thing with like the touch
Oh
screen.
yeah, those are awful.
Those are terrible.
They don't. They got
there's
rid
so
of
much
those.
like blow by. Like
Yeah.
you can't like
Yeah.
if I just want like a regular Dr Pepper, but like the kid before me got like a fucking orange grape
Yeah.
fucking version of it or whatever.
Yeah, you
if
got-
I'm not thinking about
You got
it when
like
I
the
go
post cum of it.
yeah. I'm like, why does my regular Dr Pepper taste like there's
Semen.
orange juice in it?
Orange
yeah, or
juice, yeah,
semen.
orange
yeah.
juice, yeah.
yeah. Either one.
It's
I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't-
it's like
I prefer no semen or
it's like
grape.
yeah, it's definitely like the post cum of
Yeah,
soda.
post cum.
Yeah, like it's not supposed to be there anymore.
yeah,
Like you can still get someone pregnant with it.
with the post soda cum. You're gonna need to see a doctor, Pepper. He
Cheers
says.
to that. Let me drink to that.
But seriously,
Is
Yeah.
that a picture of Gunther?
nope. That's my
Copper?
old dog Copper, Copper Bopper.
Kind of looks like him.
They looked very much alike, so much that we were going to steal Gunther from you a while ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
I just hopefully you wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
But
If anybody knows Gunther.
Gunther is a sex slave Jared keeps in the house.
Gunther.
Gunther. He's also got 2 dogs.
And they eat a lot of food.
No, Copper at the old house. That's what I named the bar after my
Copper's
dog,
Cup, yeah.
Copper's Cup.
That's a cool name, though.
Yeah, but then we moved.
I'm still waiting for...
Now we're down here at the Liquor Downstairs pub.
I'm still waiting for... I'm trying to figure out a bar name for my bar
Yeah,
in the basement.
that's right. Okay, that's an update. Yeah,
All I got is a pool table down
we
there.
talked about the.
That's
Just call it
it.
that.
Just the pool table.
Yeah.
That's all that's down there right now. But I don't know what I would name it.
PTB pool table bar.
PTB. The pool table ball.
That's a good point. We called it Studio Royale when we recorded there. That was like where the first episode took place.
Yeah. You think we should just keep it that?
Studio Royale.
Yeah.
What we did say something about Royale, didn't we? Royale with cheese. We could name your bar on this episode. What other things are you going to have down there?
Not much. Just a
Pool table.
Well, I kind of want something exactly like this, but longer and maybe a little bit wider. Or maybe this wide. This is
What is it?
actually perfect. But I want 10 feet.
Yeah, this is an 8er.
Is it? This is like perfect. Can I just have this?
Sure. I'll help you lift it out of here.
Did
when
you
go.
build this?
Yeah,
Can you help me build mine?
sure. If you after a closer inspection of this, you'll see that
This is great.
it's a little wonky, but I did that on purpose because I literally built it out of things that I had laying around.
Yeah.
So like I couldn't really plan on it as much as like I just had to make things work. Yeah. So like when you start getting into like the overall construction of it, I built the thing.
Yeah.
I did buy this top.
Yeah.
But then like the rest of it is just like it's a lot of 2x4s and whatever else I had, and then the doors back here, which we can look at after the program. These are actually cupboard doors off of the cupboards behind me.
Where?
Back here. If you want to take a look.
I didn't even get to see them. I don't think I've ever been behind your bar.
Yeah, so these are just doors that were up there.
We've got shelves in there too.
Yep.
Would you fucking look at that, bud?
Yeah, and then these. I mean, see, like if you look, it's all just 2x4s.
Yeah.
So it was all.
Oh, this is all.
But I also did that because I wanted it. It's not attached. It's not like bolted down to the ground. So this is actually.
On the side.
You could tip it, but it's really heavy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You wouldn't want.
I was gonna you could bang on it, blow out speakers if anybody's listening to this in a car or.
Probably, most likely not.
Yeah.
Unless it's Wayno.
By us.
Wayno will.
But no, we should though. That's a good. The pool table's nice.
Yeah, I just want like something like this in the and then I'll put like floating shelves behind the bar for any cups and booze and stuff.
It's a good setup. Pool table's an awesome start.
Yeah, it is.
It's fun to do. Like I don't know that I would go out of my way to play pool anymore, like out. But having one at a buddy's house is fun.
Oh yeah. Oh,
it's a cool way to like. I don't know. If we weren't podcasting and we were just sitting around drinking, I can do that like the best of them too. But like, it's like something. It's weird that you need something to do, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Like it just adds like an element of like, well, we're doing this. Yeah. You know what I really want down here? A skee ball machine.
Oh, that's dope.
That'd be so fucking fun. At least for the first like week that I own it.
Yeah.
When it goes to collecting dust mode for
you
the
just
next
gotta
10
find
years.
some sucker that bought one that never uses it.
Yeah, doesn't use it.
That's ready to sell it.
But I would use it. I think that I would play that a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Not like maybe by myself, but like there's a couple of those games like that. Like I always thought air hockey was cool, but I think that's like a short-lived.
You know what's cool? You know what's cool? Super checks hockey. You ever see that?
Super checks?
Bubble hockey?
Like
you ever play bubble hockey?
It's kind of like foosball, only.
Yeah, hockey.
Yeah, but it's hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have seen that. Got the sticks. Mm-hmm. The players spin.
Yeah. That's fucking fun, dude.
Got it.
Dude, that is fun.
Do they still make that?
Probably. Fuck yeah, they do. Yeah, I was looking it up. If I had $5,000 in disposable income, I would buy a professional fucking dartboard. Not professional, but like the ones at the bars.
Yeah.
With the screens and everything all cool, you know, arachnid or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Scorpion.
Yeah. And then
Get over here.
And then my next one would be a Super Checks. 100%.
Nice. I've never played that, but I know of it.
Dude,
I was a foosballer.
Super Checks is fun. Super Checks is like foosball.
Yeah, for hockey.
For hockey, yeah.
American.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Foosball is
the
like
American version.
Foosball's overseas. You know?
Also a fun one, though. But yeah, I can see the hockey. Yeah. I don't think I've seen one of those.
Wish my basement was bigger. I could put a foosball table and a ping pong table. And...
Could you just expand into the rape room?
Yeah. I don't know about that, but...
I need that, he says.
Yeah, I need that. That's
the cellar.
That's a whole different. That's its
own. A whole different episode.
It's
a whole different podcast.
It's its own entity.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like so. At my other rooms that are drywalled off, I could totally. But I use those rooms for storage, and then the other room is my workshop with. Not that I workshop in there, but it's got the furnace.
But you could do something like that hockey thing if you found one. You could put that like
that's
in the bar part.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Behind the couch. Because I don't think it needs much room, right? You just need two sides open for...
Yeah. Well, right behind the couch where the couch is, that's where I want to put the bar like this. You ever been to Knuckleheads?
Knuckleheads. West Bend?
Yeah, out on
And in there?
NZ, yeah.
Yeah.
They have all these kind of tables out, outside the bar.
Yeah.
Not outside the bar, but like the bar's over here, and then they got these kind of tables so you can fit like 8 people around them.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. That's what I
Right.
want. But I want to be able to have it where, I can play beer pong or flip cup, which this would be perfect actually.
Yeah, it would be pretty decent.
Because,
Beer pong.
It's going to be a party basement.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably not going to play beer pong or flip cup ever.
But you could.
But we could.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I got visions.
Again, the pool table is that's a great thing to have. I've been working on cleaning mine off because it's still sitting over there.
Workbench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of the stuff off of it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just even having that would be cool.
That's a 6-footer, right?
7.
7?
Yeah, I think the sizes, remember we talked about this
Yeah.
at your house. I think it's 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
You got an 8-footer.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
Yeah, mine's 8.
6 is short for a pool. Like,
It's a little too small.
I think a 6-foot pool table is basically like, it's not an actual pool table.
Yeah. It's one of those tables that you can flip into a ping pong table too.
Yeah. Yep, it turns or a bed.
Yeah, or a bed. Yeah. A nice soft piece of slate for you to sleep on.
Yeah.
Let me look at it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely a 7.
Yeah, I can tell.
The 8-footer is nice though. Brand new felt and everything on there.
Everything's brand new except for the table.
Yeah.
So just the felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's new except for the legs, the table,
And all the
the
balls.
bumpers, all the balls.
Yeah. Everything's newish.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's nice.
We'll come up with a good name for it.
Yeah.
Your bar.
You're gonna have to because you're the master at that.
Well,
I like how you have a little magnet up there with all your.
knives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice. Is
That's
that,
all. Like that's all the knives that I have. So
Is that for like butchering stuff?
yeah, yeah.
Like what?
People.
Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
People.
What shepherd's pie? What are you talking about?
Shepherd's
Do you have the asshole of lamb here? Or butthole? Did you call it the butthole of lamb?
pie.
I'll have the butthole of lamb sandwich, please.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was disgusting. It tasted like the butthole of a lamb. That's because it was. That's actually what it is.
Don't you guys?
We didn't hide anything in the name.
Don't you guys clean it out before you serve it?
No, not usually.
No.
That's the real shepherd's pie.
Oh yeah.
Yikes.
He's
like, well, on that note.
Oh, what we were going to talk about. I got this. I should show the viewers. If you guys didn't know who I was in real life.
You don't know who he is in real life?
But I am the beer league champion. Yep.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Beer league. That's right.
So I played beer league hockey this year.
Say what?
And have I even mentioned that?
Yeah, we talked about it. Your concussion.
Oh yeah.
Episode 7 of the 1,000-Pound Podcast.
So I went from concussions to being a champion in less than a year.
That's what I bet on.
Your whole life?
No, for you.
Oh yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I
So
knew you'd be a star. A shooting star.
yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that.
What?
And Chris, my brother,
Yeah.
he's in the beer league
What?
in Montana.
Ah,
He's a champion this year too.
nice.
They won the ship just like both Wernies,
What's your team name?
the Hampions
That's what. So you're the champion Hampions.
or the Hampions. Yeah, for Ham's beer.
Ah,
But we're like ham. It's a play on words.
right. That's cool. So it's good that you guys also won the championship.
Yeah, because otherwise it wouldn't fit.
Right.
We'd have to change
The
our name.
Hampions.
Next year, we'd have to be the.
You guys come out to We Are the Hampions.
We'd have to be the Ham Losers.
We are the Hampions.
Yeah, I was wondering when our song was going to come out, but
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, we were down 3-0 in the second period,
So walk me through it.
and 3-0 in the second period.
What's your position?
And I play defense
Okay.
because, I'm just natural good back skater,
Right.
and it's the least amount of work you have to do.
Was that a request?
No, I just kind of chose it.
Oh.
Well, they asked me what I wanted to play, but we went in the second period down 3-0. 3-0. Do you believe that?
I don't believe it.
And we came back in the second period to tie it up 3-3. In the third period, we scored a goal with like 5 minutes left to make it 4-3. And we had to defend off.
You did, because you're on D.
I'm D, yeah. We had to defend off the other team for 5 minutes.
What was their name? The Losers?
Might as well be. Basically. What was their name? I forget what their name was. It was like Metronome?
Yeah. This beat is my recital.
I think it's very vital.
That's what I always think of when I hear that.
All right.
It's just the
right,
heater
a
back
rhyme
there.
that's right on time. It's tricky. Oh, here we go. We had to. I think it was like, I don't know, like State Farm or something. The team.
Those idiots.
Yeah, them drunks. But they were definitely the better team. But we got someone on our team named Scott Richard Holtz.
Scott Richard Holtz.
Yeah, who is just a local legend in my mind.
Whole nother episode.
And he broke his skate blade with 2 minutes left in the game.
And still scored 3 more.
No, you can only score 2 goals per person. He scored his 2 goals, but he was on defense with me, and he stepped up and held this
One skate.
with one skate. Basically, I offered him. I said, "Do you want my skates? We need this championship." And he said, "No, I'll be fine."
One skate. So he's just out there pumping away on one leg.
Well, his blade was just cracked in half, which
I'm
is
just picturing him out there like with the one leg, literally.
like a pirate.
Sorry,
Yeah, using his stick for a crutch.
I got one skate, boys. I'm gonna need some backup.
It's still
here.
better than all of us on one skate than
Right.
we are all on 2 skates.
Right.
But we pulled off the ship, and the buzzer rang, and we all hugged. And no, we didn't hug, but
And the Hampions became the champions.
So I went from concussion to champion in 4 months.
Sweet.
Yeah, pretty proud of
Congrats.
that. Yeah, I didn't.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks.
Good reason to sip some bourbon.
I didn't even need to keep
Not
my
that
helmet
we need
on.
one.
I didn't even need to keep my helmet on for the picture after.
Now, are you the only one out there wearing a helmet? Bazing. He's
Yeah.
like, usually. I meant for the pictures.
No, I didn't wear a helmet for the pictures.
Oh.
No, nobody did.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
It's better than being the only guy with the helmet
Yeah. Sometimes you
in the
don't.
pictures.
Sometimes you don't want to risk it. I always
Yeah.
make sure my helmet's on before I go out there because you never know when you're just going to flip
Yeah.
on your back.
Well, right. Especially
Hit
when
your
you
head.
actually had a concussion from.
hit my head.
Yeah.
That helmet saved my life.
Right.
If I didn't have that helmet on, I'd for sure be brain dead.
Yeah.
Just over men's league beer.
Yeah.
Hockey.
That shit fucking happens to
It's
people,
kind
man.
of it's kind of a risky taking life, you know.
Yeah. As you're strapping a helmet on right now.
I wear it everywhere I go.
Yeah. No, you really never do know though. Like that shit, dude. That shit can just happen to you. Like you could like slip outside in winter,
Good.
getting your mail,
Hit your head. Yep.
like whoop 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 whoop, like a fucking cartoon, and then just crack. You know, especially like as we get older, like people's like. Okay, maybe playing hockey, you would be a little bit different because, like, if you're used to like falling or like just if you're working out or staying more active, but like when you're not like that, dude,
Yeah.
even like. I'm not saying that we're super old, but even at this age, when you like slip and don't fall, you can fuck up your body. Like,
Yeah.
you give yourself whiplash trying to catch yourself, and you're like, you fucking don't fall.
It's no joke.
And then you're like, the next day, you're like, Oh, did I fall?
Dude.
My fucking neck and back is all tweaked.
No joke.
Yeah.
My shoulder's been fucked up for like a month and a half. Ever since I like fell on it on the ice.
Yeah.
And
it don't get better like it used to, does it?
No
Well,
way.
it's like, why wouldn't it either? Like, all we do is eat McDonald's and, and drink bourbon.
Drink bourbon, yeah.
Why is
White
my
Claws.
muscles not healing fast?
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Because you don't eat vegetables.
And you know what they don't come full circle? You know what they don't do?
What?
They don't have a fucking sweet special of buying 4 fucking bags of veggies. Or,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, for cheap.
Yeah, not anymore.
You get the deal on soda, but no deal on vegetables.
No,
not that I would
Not-
go out of my way to buy vegetables.
not where I go, he says.
I think if they were giving away vegetables, I still wouldn't be like... I mean, I like vegetables with stuff,
Yeah.
but I would never go all veggie.
Yeah, you're not going to bite a...
Would you ever be a vegetarian?
Oh, fuck no.
What about a
could.
vegetarian?
Been that
Where
for...
all you do is that.
Been that for months. Just found out. No,
Just found out.
there's no way.
Yeah.
I like my meat too much. I like meat.
Now, I would eat an animal that was a vegetarian.
Like a deer
Yeah. Or cows.
or a raccoon.
Yeah.
Well, they eat anything.
Raccoons.
Yeah, I think
Are they bears?
little bears.
Yeah. Trash pandas, I've heard them called.
Yeah, they'll eat meat.
That's a cute name for them.
It is.
Look at that little trash panda giving me rabies.
But it's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute if you do get rabies from them.
That's cool that you play hockey. So now you're done
Yeah.
with this season?
Yeah.
You gonna play next year?
Unfortunately, I'm done. Yeah. There's a summer league. I'm going to sign up for that.
Nice.
They also have an open skate at like 7 a.m. on Saturdays, and I'm not about.
There's a 7 a.m. on Saturday.
Yeah. 7 a.m. Yeah, no, it's bullshit. Who wants to get up at 5:30 in the morning to go play hockey?
Yeah. Isn't
I'm usually going just getting to bed.
that like isn't like summer league hockey like field hockey? Like when you're running around on a field?
No.
What's that game called?
Field
Lacrosse?
hockey. Yeah. There's field hockey and lacrosse.
Those are different things?
Yeah, very much.
Do you know more about those sports because you're a hockey player?
No,
I don't know a lot about field hockey or lacrosse.
I think it's pretty close to the same kind of style.
Same
but
deal?
I don't know any of the rules though. Like I don't know if there's offsides or. Never looked into it.
Yeah, me either. I don't know much about that.
Yeah.
What about rugby? That's
Did
pretty hardcore.
Speaking of rugby and hockey,
Yeah.
have you seen on the interwebs that the fucking Krauts are playing? It's like football on ice.
No.
You have not, dude. Look it
We'll
up.
after. Yeah.
Look it up.
What's it
now.
called?
Football on ice. I don't know.
The Krauts. Krauts are playing.
I'm gonna.
So isn't that weird? Like, okay, I haven't heard of this yet, but like, isn't that also a messed up thing? Like, you hear all these things, like you turn on the news and it's like the world's at war, right? We're like borderline nuclear war and like going to probably be in World War III here any minute. But at the same time, there's new sports being invented.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Look at. Touch. Oh, I heard it was touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yeah, but they don't even do like.
Isn't it funny? Any yelling in German sounds like they're
yeah,
about
it's so violent.
Yeah. I like how they're not in like cleats or anything. They're
No,
in, like,
that's the
regular
thing.
suits.
They're like slipping and sliding. You think they'd have some kind of like creepers or something for like ice fishing?
That's funny, and they're in hockey get-ups.
Yeah,
Looks like
and
they're
there's-
in hockey gear.
Look at hold on. There's field goals and shit.
What the hell?
Like
See,
they don't even have like ice shoes or anything
Yeah.
or cleats or.
I was more of a ultimate frisbee kind of guy.
Ultimate frisbee's kind of cool.
Yeah, I played that in high school. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Too bad they
though.
don't have like a pro version.
Yeah, because I would be it.
Yeah, I would be the epitome of pro.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
What do you do? I'm actually a professional ultimate frisbist.
Is it like
I'm an
piano?
ultimate frisbist.
Like pianos or pianists? You're a frisbist.
I play a tiny pianist. I am a tiny pianist.
I play mini pianists.
Yeah, I have a small pianist
No.
over there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I have a piano over there.
Do you?
I tickle the ivories every now and then.
Is it tuned?
Yeah,
That doesn't sound.
as good as I can tell.
Yeah, you can tune a
pretty
piano,
decent
but not
piano.
a fish.
Oh, you telling jokes now?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Which one is it?
No,
Not that
not
one.
that one.
But welcome back to the second portion of episode 9.
How far along are we?
I don't know.
42.
Why you gotta go?
No,
I don't know if that's still recording. Oh, here, hold on. I can't
if
see
it's still recording.
it. Are we? Oh, I never hit record. 47 minutes.
All right.
I forgot we said a lot of racial things in the beginning. We might have to cut out, so we might only be at like 40 minutes.
Way before.
There's a good 7 minutes of Jared just dropping the N word, which is naughty stuff.
Jared didn't do that.
No,
No.
Jared would never.
Although I've been banned from this podcast before for it.
Yeah, Jared would never.
You'll
today.
never be back.
Never say never. That's the only N word that we don't say here.
Never.
Don't say it. All the other ones are good. You also brought cookies. How long have you been baking cookies? Have you ever baked cookies?
Oh yeah.
We talked about that once, right?
Yeah, I was a baker for like a season. What's a season?
You bake meatloaf.
I do. I do.
It sounded like an insult, but it wasn't. Yeah. You bake meatloaf.
You're a meatloaf baker.
No, that was a question. Do you bake meatloaf?
Yeah. Yep. No, I didn't make those actually.
I know.
My mother did. Did you want to try one?
On air?
On air. Let's give her a
Let's hear it.
give her a hoot.
This will be like one of those ASMR.
I know we just had 4 sliders each, and 4 sliders, and what else did we eat? French fries.
Does Sandy call these cookies anything special?
Yeah. Sandy's crotch cookies.
I'm going to try one of Sandy's crotch cookies right now.
Baked with her yeast. Why am I watching you like this? What do you think? That's Sandy right now.
Sandy?
What did he think of my cookies?
Those are the best crotch cookies I've ever had in my life. Today.
Yep.
They're really good.
They're not bad.
Did you send any crotch milk?
Matter of fact, you did. It's in my crock. Oh. Poor Sandy.
Yeah.
She I hope she never.
Sorry.
I hope she never watches this.
Sorry, Sandy.
She is watching one of your.
My mom's name is Sandy, too.
Yeah, with a Y or I.
Why?
That bitch.
Yours is with an I?
Yeah. Yeah. Only because my mom wanted to be more fancy.
You saying my mom's not fancy?
Possibly. I don't know. You got to take it up with Sandy with an I. That bitch. It's so dry. You want some cookies and bourbon?
I was just thinking that, too. Is that a thing? I'm not going to dip it, but...
Yeah. Were we gonna remember? Remember when
That's what I was thinking about. We talked about that.
brownies and bourbon?
Brownies.
Yeah, we were gonna do an episode.
We're getting close.
So here, I got a.
Are we going to talk about a podcast?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Let's start a podcast.
It's not. It's not a podcast idea. This is a YouTube idea. So what I was thinking is, I know you're not a fisherman, but if you ever go to like a rummage sale, or you ever go to like Fleet and Farm, and there's like,
I do both.
they have these bins of lures that are on super sale because no one ever wants to buy them because they're most lures for fishing are to appeal the consumer, right? There's also, lures that work that don't appeal to the consumer, that are just like ugly, but most lures, they appeal to the consumer because they want the consumer to buy them.
Is that like the biggest gimmick in fishing, that the lures are actually luring in the consumer?
Yes, the consumer. Yes. As far as I'm concerned. Which is very true, because every single person, if you ever talk to a fisherman, you can take that fisherman to the store and they'll pick out, if you tell them to pick out 10 lures, 10 of those lures will be close to the same looking in colors.
Because it's the tried and true.
Because that's their shit, right? Mm-hmm. That's the tried and true, like you said.
But all the big flashy ones that are just like appealing to a human don't appeal to fish.
Which most of...
Sounds like you're giving away industry secrets right now. You're not feeling suicidal, are you? Like, are you gonna?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be snuffed out now because you're getting you're telling big fishing secrets right now?
I'm not suicidal yet.
Okay.
But I'm just saying. So these lures that are appealing to the people, they're also the marketing and the lure manufacturers, they are trying to make lures that appeal to both
fish and people.
They want their lures to catch fish, but they also want their lures to catch people.
Weird.
And
it's so obvious, but I never thought about it like that before.
Oh, it's 100.
Of course.
Yeah, because I'll go anytime I go fishing, or anytime I go lure shopping, I've been trying to get away from it, and I've been better about it lately. But within the last 20 years, I've been buying lures the same colors. My purples, my pinks, my whites are all my favorite colors.
Okay.
So I will buy lures that all look kind of the same. There might be different lures. It might be...
Which is funny, too, because...
The same lure, but different...
That's your thought.
Right. And that's what I've caught them on before.
Have you ever asked the fish that you that you catch?
So anyways, what I'm going for is, and this is like, if anybody... No one's going to... Because nobody... We have so many people that watch us, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Until we get real famous, and then it's going to just like destroy me. But what I want to do is I want to take those shitty fucking lures that nobody buys, that look like shit, look like the ugliest fucking lures nobody buys. They discount them from $8 to fucking 30 cents.
Yeah.
I want to start a YouTube channel that takes these shitty fucking lures that nobody would ever buy
and shows you how to fucking catch fish.
And shows you how to catch fish with them.
Nice.
Isn't that pretty, like, isn't that kind of smart? No?
Copyright Jared.
Am I
Copyright Jared Warney 2024.
Because everybody has all these lures.
Yeah.
And they have all these fishing shows that
this is official. You invented, or you came up with the idea.
Mm-hmm. They have all these.
What would you call it? Let's just go all
out. Bad lures, bad boy. No, bad.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
something like that though, like
misfit fishing or something along that line, or like shit lures, shit fishing,
shit lures. Welcome back to the shit lures. I like that, misfits.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's like,
could you do it?
Could I?
Yeah.
I
could it backfire on you, or do you feel confident to go out there and catch fish with shitty lures?
Oh, I feel confident to go out and catch fish.
Because you already do it sometimes?
Not typically, no. But I have. I've pulled out shitty lures from the 70s and 80s that nobody uses anymore, that are obsolete.
Yeah.
And I've caught fish with them. Because at one time in life they worked.
Right.
And it doesn't mean...
again, somebody, like you said, I don't fish. I fish, but I don't... I couldn't honestly say that I fish like how you fish.
Right.
But an obvious thought to me would be that if a lure of any sort is being sold in a store, I would think and hope that its primary function would be to catch fish. So, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Even the shitty ones, somebody had to have said, like,
R&D, and there had to be R&D on
you
it
would
at
hope,
some point.
unless it's really just that, like, I don't know, fucking make it blue and silver and have it spin in the middle.
Yeah.
And then, like, and we'll tell them it's for catching this.
Yeah.
There's some science to it, but, like, not really.
I believe some certain colors work in certain waters, and there's all kinds of different waters. There's murky water, there's clear water, there's, all kinds of different variables. That's the thing I like.
So that's the secret. When you get these shitty lures, you're not just going to the same spot every time. You might actually use a certain shitty lure in a different place. Like you have the ability to go a certain lake or a certain area.
There's certain
like where like no matter what you're fishing with, like it's gonna be hot in a certain spot.
Well, it depends. There's certain lakes. There's so many variables. I've learned over the years that one thing doesn't mean the same thing on another lake.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I like about fishing so much, is the variables are so different. You have, if you're fishing for one species of fish, your variables are, what kind of lake are you fishing?
What line you using?
That too.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Mm-hmm. Your variables are your line. That's not as big as the lure type, but what lake or river you're fishing, what color the water is it stained? Is it clear? Mm-hmm. Right? Is it a mix? Temperatures of the water, the time of the season, and what stage the fish is in. And then once you figure all that out, you got to figure out what colors. Wait, you got to figure out what lure they want. Do they want a crankbait? Do they want a plastic bait? Do they want live bait? Do they want any kind of special jig? And then you got to figure out, when you figure out what kind of bait they want, you got to figure out what color they want. So it could be, today they really like the shiny color.
Right, because it could be how the sun's hitting the water and shining different and everything.
Could be a stained water. You want something that flashes more. You got clear water. You want something that looks more natural. It all, and then you got to figure out what size they want. Are they really hungry? Do they want a big bait? Right. They want a one meal deal, or do they want a little bait that's this big?
Got like some fishing sign language going on.
Yeah. But there's so many variables in walleye fishing. That's what I like about walleye fishing.
Well, that's what I was going to ask too. Like, are you also have to say, like, what am I fishing for?
Yeah, you do,
because that's going to be,
you do, because if you're fishing for smallmouth or largemouth, smallmouth, you're probably fishing with a plastic or a hair jig, or you're fishing with crankbaits, depending on the time of year. Midsummer, it could be morning, midsummer, you're fishing with topwater, or late day, you're fishing with topwater. Middle of the day in the same season, you're fishing with cranks or plastics.
When's the last time you went out?
Yesterday.
Nice. Where?
I was out in Green Bay.
Any luck?
Yeah, me and my cousin probably got about 14 or 15 walleyes.
Nice.
But, there's so many variables. And some days it doesn't matter what you throw at them.
Right.
But
Yeah, I've seen that in my very limited experience. I've seen like the craziest things work, and then like the obvious things not work. You know what I mean?
there's always one thing that's tried and true to all fish in Wisconsin.
That's the red devil. Growing up, that was the fucking.
Yep.
I got one hanging up out in the garage.
Yep.
Or what? Red devil or daredevil?
The red devil.
Yeah, red devil.
Yeah. The fucking is it the daredevil?
I don't know.
It's a daredevil.
Yeah, daredevil.
Yeah, it's a daredevil spoon.
Red devil. I was talking about my vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. Yeah. No, daredevil spoon.
Dirt devil.
Yeah. But there's always one thing that's tried and true with fishing that will catch you just about any fish in Wisconsin. It's a bobber and worm.
Yeah, that's the old standby.
That will catch you every single fish in
Yeah, I was gonna say, and just about anything. You could be doing it at the end of a pier and be snagging fucking like bluegill all day, and all of a sudden snag a fucking bass.
You can catch bluegill, you can catch purse, you can catch bass, you can catch pike, you can catch walleyes, you can catch fucking trout, salmon, trout. You can catch. Rare occasion of
That's
muskie,
a pretty good podcast too.
But
just worming.
Yeah, just worming. Yeah, I got worms.
dipping the worm.
Yeah,
2 guys and 1 worm.
Yeah, no, that's one, and it's funny because like us as fishermen, and especially I know some days that I could throw out a worm there and just catch tons of fish.
It would be funny to see you like get your fucking truck and your boat and all your fucking gear. You got like fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of shit out there, and then you go and string up a worm that you dug up in your mom's garden.
Yep, 100%.
And then you go out there and catch more fish. Everybody else is buying lures.
Yeah, 100%, man.
It's a big old fat night crawlers.
Worms are.
Damn.
Once the water temperature hits around like that 52 to 54 degrees, worms will outfish any lure anywhere and ever in America, and it's just the tried and true.
There's got to be like a saying
freshwater
for it.
I don't know saltwater because I don't fish saltwater, and I never have. But tried and true is worms. You want to catch a fish, you throw a worm out there
because they want that wiggle.
It's something about worms.
I got worms. That's the new podcast. I got worms and a boat.
But yeah, there's sorry.
That's okay.
But I was my new, like, if I wasn't so lazy and I had enough, when I go fishing, all I care about is fishing. I don't care about my bills. I don't care about who I just talked to.
Your 2 kids.
I don't care about my 2 kids, my dogs. I don't care about work. I don't care about nothing when I fish. And that is my sanctuary. And the last thing I want to do is have to set up a camera and talk to a fucking camera. That's true. If I had that ambition, like a lot of people do these days, with the power of YouTube, that's what I would do right now, is put a fishing show out with me showing how to catch fish with shitty fucking lures.
I think that I've made this setup pretty easy and mobile. The only thing that we don't really have now is like it can be done on batteries. That'd be a little bit trickier.
Yeah.
But not that tricky. And I can, like, in a boat rig, if we were going to try doing it, if I was going to be involved, as I'm just glomming onto your your shit here, using a setup like this, we could consolidate some of the wiring, and we'd probably have to consolidate the microphones.
Well, how does what's the power plug?
The power plug's here. It's a USB-C running down to a outlet. But I'm saying, like, this thing takes batteries. But what I mean is, like, what you would want out there is probably like a lapel microphone, so like it's not in the way.
Yeah.
And we could probably do something where it's like it's got like an air filter type thing on it, so it's not fucking hearing wind and all that.
Yeah.
Or even like the headset one, so like we're like Top Gun pilots, only not.
Talk to me, Goose.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, because like you're not gonna have these big things out there, but like you could totally do it because like that. I mean, the video would be might be a little wonky, but not really because it's on the boat moving with you, so you wouldn't have a lot of that. the back would be, but if it was focused on you or whatever,
Yeah.
you could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're down, we could figure that out. It'd be awesome to go, because I would have a blast out there just even drinking bourbon while you know. No, I mean I'd fish too, but like, just getting it set up. I've been wanting to go out fishing more. We used to do it when I lived up in Dundee.
Yeah.
You know, you came out a few times and I made it out with you. That usually ended up just at the bar, but
Yeah.
still fun. But I've always been into that shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's something, you know.
It'd be cool too to see you do it, because like I know that you've been doing this shit a long time and you probably do know a lot, and like to see, I don't know, why not, right? You're already doing it, so why not throw it out there? Something like that, fishing,
Yeah.
too. Like that would get.
Fucking,
I'd probably get at least double the views we were getting.
What did I say?
I got worms.
No.
Misfits.
No. Yeah,
About the lures?
Misfit lures.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fucking great. Misfit lures.
Worth a shot. I mean,
Misfit fishing.
those could be edited differently too, where it's not just like an hour of talking and waiting. You know what I mean? Like that could be edited a lot differently. So that would also be cool about it. So like you'll record a lot, but you'll post.
It'd be like an 8-hour or like a 6-7 hour day.
Yeah, that you consolidate and post of like the catches, what you're using, showing what you're using, all that.
Yeah,
it would be funny too because you actually know what you're talking about when it comes to the stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, I could totally do a misfit lure fishing thing.
That would be cool.
But
it'd be fun to rig this up and see like how.
Because everybody's got.
I mean, that's literally what this thing is.
Everybody's got their dad and their grandpa's lures in their house that they never use, that never see the light of day before.
Did you ever make one?
No.
No.
But I see all the lures that my dad has that are all the old lures that we used to use in the 90s that nobody uses anymore.
Isn't that funny? Like fish weren't like, those are so 1990.
Yeah, 100%. Well,
they probably miss them.
The thing is like I'm a believer in the fish has seen that lure before. I'm not gonna eat it.
That makes sense.
Because I mean, fish are probably smarter than you think they are.
Yeah.
I've seen documentaries where guys go out and they scuba dive in this lake and they always see the same fish and the fish recognizes them every time.
Yeah.
I think fish are a lot smarter than...
And maybe not, probably not all
Then
of
people
them.
think that... people just think fish is a fish. It's just...
Yeah.
Flops on the... And that's it.
Yeah.
I think fish are a lot smarter than people think they are. And it's the same thing with like ducks and stuff. Like they're smarter than you think they are.
Yeah.
Like they're still dumb fish, but they're still... I feel like they've maybe been caught on that lure 1,000 times. Not 1,000, but like they've seen it 1,000 times. They're not falling.
Every
for
time
it.
we've hung out with that thing, one of us fucking gets pulled out of the
water.
We're not. They go to the light.
Yeah, we're not falling for that thing. But like, and I might sound stupid saying this stuff, and I've never heard anybody actually. I've never actually.
But you still want to tune into the first episode.
Yeah, but I don't.
See if he puts his money where his mouth is.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know, Siri.
What?
I don't believe. I don't believe that like the old lures that we used to use still don't work. I know they work. They have to work. They worked back then.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they work now?
Right.
So that's kind of what I want to do. I see all these old lures in my dad's basement that we used to use, and my grandpa's old lures. These little like fuzzy little grub looking, stupid little things that you'd never buy these days because everything's so advanced now. Everything looks so real.
Yeah.
And everything, though, everything's down to a precision these days, which is cool. But like, I feel like, because I remember, like maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I was out on a lake up north, and I took this old fucking fuzzy grub. It's called, right? This shitty
old fuzzy
from
grub.
like the 60s, right? Grandpa used to use it for walleye fishing.
As soon as it hit the water.
And I fucking tossed that bitch out there, and I started catching walleyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This thing catches fish. Yeah. And why wouldn't it? Grandpa had a pile of
So
them for no reason.
Only marketing. This is what we talked about with
Yeah.
the chips and everything.
Yeah.
It's the variety.
Grandpa had these lures because they worked.
Think about it, right? If a fishing company made the best lure, right? Mm-hmm. And it like lasts long and fucking like they would literally like once enough people buy it, they're done. They're out of business.
Oh yeah.
So they have to where marketing comes in is they say, you want the new version of that.
Oh, there's always
we added a extra hook.
Yeah.
We changed the angle of the spoon.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
That's all it is. And like they tell you that's what the fish, these fish are not fish from the 90s anymore. These are fish from 2024.
It's funny that
they fucking have iPads now and everything.
Yeah,
so like they're looking for technology. They want stuff that blinks. They want,
No, and that's not the case.
And I think you might be murdered by Zebco in the next couple
days.
Days.
Right.
I think
giving away industry secrets.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, this guy's fucking.
Yeah, our tournament fishermen's winning these tournaments on these old fuzzy grubs from the '60s, but we're not telling anybody.
That's what the podcast should be.
But
you're the fuzzy grub.
Fuzzy grubs.
I'm Fuzzy Grub, and this is Misfit Lures.
And this is Misfit Lures.
It's just every time you hit the fucking water, you're pulling out fucking fish.
That's what I love about fishing too. You know what the best part about fishing is, Paul?
What?
You don't have to be in shape. You can be 90 years old and still fucking fish. That's the best thing. You know what? Golf is the second best thing for old people.
You golf?
A little bit. I used to. I don't really anymore.
I don't know. Maybe miniature.
Yeah, that's the easiest too.
You really don't have to be in shape for that.
But I'm just saying, like, there's a reason old people golf when they're old and they retire, and that's what they do. Same thing with fishing.
Yeah,
you can fish.
I could fish over golf.
Yeah, fishing's way cooler.
Yeah, and you can do it. The beauty thing about fishing,
you get stuff to eat too.
Yeah. All right. If you have to fish,
it's a lot cheaper to golf
for feeding yourself.
It's a lot cheaper to golf.
Yeah, and you want to know why? Because at least for me, I could like dabble with fishing. You can't really dabble with golf. Right. I mean, I
once you're committed to 9 holes, you're 9 holes
in. Like I can't golf. So I can be pretty stupid and like know how to fish.
Yeah,
I can dig up a worm.
Yeah,
I can find a bobber.
Oh yeah,
like I don't even fish, and I have fishing poles here. And a tackle box and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't golf, but I also don't have any golf.
That's the best thing. You can go dig on a rain night after it's done raining.
Right.
You can go out to your back 40 and pick fucking worms.
Yeah, I got worms.
And you can go catch fish.
Right. And then I could eat them, like you said.
You can eat them, and they're delicious, and they're healthy for you, and fuck, they're so good.
Yeah. Well, and to come full circle, like we talked about China taking over, we might have to fish for our own food very soon.
Teach a man to fish.
And just like Jared's telling us,
he'll become a drone.
Read between the lines, people.
Yeah.
The Chinese are here, and we're going to be having to fish for our own food very soon.
Yeah.
If not before November, probably most likely after November. In the year 2024... hunting and fishing is going to probably be our main source of food.
Yeah, we should get on that train.
Yeah. And while it's still there, make sure you tune in to Jared's new podcast, The Fuzzy Grubs.
Fuzzy Grub featuring Misfit Lure.
Yeah. And really dig up some worms and start considering get a Snoopy fishing pole from fucking Walmart and some worms.
That's all you need.
And find a I was going to say a puddle, but you want something a little bit bigger than a puddle.
Go to Walmart. Hopefully. Go to Walmart. Buy yourself a $20 fishing rod.
Snoopy.
Buy yourself some $7 8-pound test Trilene XL.
Ooh.
And get yourself a slip bobber. Teach yourself how to tie on a slip bobber and a hook, and how to use that properly, and you will be on your way to a fresh dinner every night, my friend.
Said it. Yeah, forget it.
Yeah.
What was your... how we should end this episode just as like a mock ending to your fishing episode. What would your tagline be? Or better yet, what would your hook be? What would you say at the end of one of these fishing episodes? Like Fuzzy Grub signing out, but you'll say something to do with fishing and saying goodbye. And like this is how we'll end this episode.
Yeah.
Episode 9 of the 1,000 Pound Podcast.
It'd probably go like keep your tackle boxes full and your lines tight.
That's what you'd say.
Yeah.
Or was that it?
Something like around that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it?
Keep your tackle boxes full and your
Okay,
lines tight.
now say it like Fuzzy Grub, like you're ending it off and like say it to the camera. I'll pretend that I'm putting away on my lures.
For this episode of Jared and Paul, keep your tackle boxes full and your lines tight. Have a good night.